Well, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Dr. John McLean, and this is devotional day 2. And we'll be reading from James chapter 1, verses 19 and following. This is my translation, and it is what I call my expanded interpretive translation. James 1:19. All of you must understand, my beloved brethren. Now, everyone must be quick to hear, slow to respond or speak, and slow to anger. When we're communicating with people and we particularly feel ourselves getting tense, we need to be very quick to listen. Listen to what the person is saying. Don't be formulating what you're going to say. Be quick to listen, slow to speak or respond, and then have a very long fuse, slow to anger. The reason is that the anger of mankind does not accomplish the righteousness that comes from God. When we communicate, it doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. It matters what's right and what's wrong. And we need to focus on, are we accomplishing the righteousness of God? For this reason, putting aside all moral filthiness and wicked excess, all of you must welcome with meekness, humility, teachability, the implanted word which is able to deliver your lives from damage, implanted by the Holy Spirit. Now, all of you must be doers of the word and not merely listeners, with the result that if you are not a doer of what you hear, then you will be just deceiving yourselves. This is information for transformation into the image of Jesus Christ. The reason is that when anyone is a listener of the word and not a doer of the word, this one is like a man who stares at his ancestral face in a mirror. Then he has looked at himself, and having departed, he has immediately forgotten what kind of person he was, who it was that he saw in that mirror. But the one who stares intently, and this is the need of reflection. It's not how much we read, it's how well we read. But the one who stares intently at the perfect law, that is the law that gives liberty. We usually think of laws as restricting us, but these are principles, these are guardrails, it may be said, that give us liberty and freedom, and continues in obedience, not having become a forgetful listener, but rather a doer of this work. This person will be blessed in the things that he does. Now, James goes on to define what religion really is. If anyone supposes himself to be religious, religiosity, and yet does not bridle, like the bridle in the mouth of a horse or another animal, does not bridle, control his tongue, but deceives his heart, the religious service of this one is meaningless. Pure and undefiled religion in the presence of God, indeed, the Father is this: to care for orphans and widows, particularly in that day. A family without a man, without a protector, without a provider, was in very difficult situations. And so it's reaching down. True religion reaches down, reaches out to care for others who are hurting, orphans and widows in their affliction, and at the same time to keep oneself unstained by the world. You can't keep unstained by the world if you are not involved in a godly, religious, glorifying activities to God the Father. So, learn the law, the principle of loving one another, and you will find freedom in life for yourself.